guys, welcome back. So today on Modern Masters Auto, we have a Mercedes-Benz CL600. This is a twin turbo V12 with a rear wheel drive setup, a 722.6. This is a stronger version of this 5-speed that you'll be familiar with in the E55s, in the NAG1 transmissions, in the early Dodge Chargers, early Jeeps. This transmission was widely used. This is the strongest one ever in a factory car in these V12 cars. So today we are going to be dynoing this car completely stock. My techs thoroughly went through this thing. We did brakes, we did valve covers, we did spark plugs that were crazy looking. They were in not good shape. We did coil packs. We did everything because we wanted this thing to be nice, clean, ready to go on the dyno, because we want to get a before and after of the new latest and greatest VRP bi-turbo V12 intakes. So without further ado, let's get started. All right guys, so these are the bi-turbo filters. These are the new intakes. These hook up to all the factory stuff, including the turbos. These are the prototype ones we were using for test fit. I'm not sure exactly what all changes will be made in appearance-wise, but I'm liking how they're looking already, especially if they can do like a cool like overlay of the VRP or something in another color of your choosing or what have you. But I'm pretty sure like a nice sticker or something will fit in there, or a little piece of metal you can get. I don't know. Very cool though. I'm liking it. Reminds me of my GTS filters that I love, the filter boxes. There is a high flow, really good air filter in there. You can see, ka-chow. So we did some brakes, we threw some cool wheels on it, and new grille, and we put a 63 bumper on it from the AMG car, and it just looks so much better. All right guys, so you saw the dyno run. It started off good, way better since we did the tune-up. We dynoed it before and the numbers were just pitiful because at a cylinder 11 misfire, we found the plugs to be bad. V12 spark plugs, so that's 24, yes, 24 nasty spark plugs. These were completely shot. They look to be original. This vehicle has around 100,000 miles, and these spark plugs are completely smoked, as you can see here. And if I just look at this one right here. Oh man, no. How was this running in the vehicle? If your Mercedes has original spark plugs, or if you're at 60, 50, 70,000 miles, hit us up and we will replace your spark plugs, because you cannot go down the road looking like this. And the valve cover gaskets were leaking, so these bad boys were dirty. We replaced a coil, did all the maintenance things. All right guys, so we made 442 and 565 on the first run. I did not lay heavily into the pedal. I slowly depressed it. That's why it shows a lower torque number. And then the second time with it fully, it started to get hot. Not hot like overheat, but like, really warm. Once you run these back to back on a dyno, it's hard to see increasing, numbers increase on stock vehicles with stock cooling. So we lost a little bit of horsepower, about 20, 30 wheel there, but I laid into it heavy. As you can see, the torque capabilities here. So I'm gonna let it cool down. I'm gonna get one more just to see where it puts us, and it should do pretty good. So 680 foot-pounds of torque, and it's probably like around 450 horsepower car with it completely cooled down. I was doing some experimenting to see when the car would shift and all this and that, because there's no full manual mode. So the car is really hot on the dyno right now. And the vehicle's running, and I was calibrating it because when we dynoed it before, it had the stock wheels on it when Phil was in town. So I recalibrated it for the new wheel setup, because that will alter numbers if it's not recalibrated. So again, this is with stock intakes, stock intercoolers, and I can already tell you these intercoolers, just by the numbers, didn't even look at the log, but yeah, you cannot touch Jesus. You can't touch these. They're that hot. Intercoolers are never, that is not supposed to be that hot. I bet you even just ceramic coating them would help out, let alone a better core. I cannot wait to see the VRP ones that are just gonna flow a lot better and not heat soak like that, because that is hot.
Right there is 132 Celsius.
Celsius. Oh, no, it's Fahrenheit.
Is it Fahrenheit?
Yeah, so, oh, there we go. 160. 160 degrees right there. And the center, a little cooler. That 140, but geez, 160 degrees. And let's see where it's coming out. 140 degrees. So it's cooling it down by 20 degrees. That's a no bueno. That is hot. So yeah, that's too hot. That's why you cannot, you know, I lost 30 wheel. You know, it was probably 450, 460 before the actual run I did. And then it lost another 30 wheel, 420. Just because, I mean, that thing's freaking, you know, and we're inside a dyno room. The heat stays in here. This ain't like a, you know, to keep it cool. The fans are blowing hot air at it.
It's like trying to run a dyno test in Death Valley.
Yeah, it's hot in here, you know. It's like, it'd be cool if it was completely closed and I can air condition it and all that, but not a billionaire. You know, I'm not Tony Stark out here with a dyno. But yeah, she's hot. Let's let her cool down and let's get back to it. It just gets hot, so God damn, dude. Guys, I'm calling that. It basically will make the high torque, but I just ran that again. That was like the 4th time because I was trying to get it to see if it'd pick up some power, but man, these things, I mean, it's still a good amount of power, but here, let me do all the runs, the last couple runs. Yeah, something is not right. Let me close all these. It's like, seems like it's like stop reading right here and it's not picking up. I wonder what's going on. Something might be going on with the dyno. Let me recalibrate. We'll make sure this calibration is correct. Let's try that again. I'm just gonna aim you guys at the screen so you can see what I see. Put it in manual as best we can. All right, it's picking up engine RPM and speed. And this is 1st gear, 2nd gear. So it's shifting. And I lit off, there we go. Now it's starting to calibrate correctly. But it is flatlining. I accidentally pressed the N button shortly that run. But man, it must be hitting high IAT, killing all timing and just flatlining there. But I'm not gonna log the stock tune, that'd just be silly. So hopefully VRP had me to tune tomorrow. I'm not gonna log stock tune, I'll log the actual tune on it. We'll watch IAT and see if IAT is what's killing the power with multiple runs. So I'm gonna take that 440 something horsepower and the 650 foot-pounds of torque. That's what the internet said these should make anyway. So we're right on par with that. And then as you see, IAT is just killing the horsepower, slowly dwindling it down. And we can see the intercoolers are hot. So yeah, so intakes and tune coming up next. We'll do on fresh day, we'll throw intakes on it and see what the best number we get out of that is. And see if horsepower falls off on that also from the intercoolers, and then we'll tune it and see what power we get out of it then. All right guys, and again, here is the best 2 runs. This was the best horsepower run, and this was the best torque run. This had more horsepower because it was cool. The horsepower died when it got hot, but I really floored it, so it got really good torque numbers that run. So basically 442, 681, best of best. We'll call it that, and then we'll put the tune on it, see what she does in the intakes. All right guys, it's time for the commercial break. So I'm going to pop into a video that I did earlier in the year where I was showcasing the Driven to Cure trailer and how Anthony loads it up. The Driven to Cure organization is a fully non-profit organization. It's to benefit children and young adults with rare kidney cancer. Anthony has been donating his time for years. He is the caretaker of the vehicle, the trailer. He takes the trucks, the cars, everything to maintenance. Anthony does a lot for Driven to Cure, and I just want to show you just a little bit of what he does. Just to get the car and now the trailer is a big to-do. Take a lot of merch and the car to a lot of events throughout the years. I've been helping as much as I can, you know, not nearly as much as everybody else, but I'm really trying, and I'd like to try a little bit harder by showing you guys, and you can go right to their website, drivenandcure.org, and you can donate. You can buy the merch, the shirts and stuff, and all of that goes directly towards the cause, the cancer research. With losing my brother, almost losing my dad, my grandfather, you know, that hits home for me. That anything to do with trying to solve cancer, any cancer, you know, I'm prejudiced towards all of it. I hate cancer as a whole. And yeah, so take this time, check out drivenandcure.org, and, you know, leave a nice comment to Anthony to get, you know, to give him support, because what he's doing is completely voluntary, and it's just a huge deal. Nobody a part of the Driven to Cure organization, the family or nothing, gets paid. It is 100% volunteers. 100% of the money goes towards the cancer research. The family, the friends, they all put in their time, money, energy to keep the Driven to Cure car going, keep it at events, to buy merchandise, and so on and so forth. So really just check them out. I cannot speak highly of them enough. And yeah, enjoy the commercial break. And then back to the video. Let me tell you guys something. The real MVP of all this Driven to Cure stuff, guy right here. Look what Anthony has to do to strap this car down. It's a very cool setup in the Driven to Cure trailer, but that is a pain in the butt, and he has to climb out of the car. No room on either side, he has to climb out the window. I'm gonna put a door in for him over there that can open up so he can swing the door open and appropriately get in and out without hurting himself, because this is just like, this is crazy. We gotta make it a little bit easier setup, but it is nice that the car drives up, because it's wide body, so it has to drive up over the axles. It's a tight fit.
Oh yeah.
Tight fit in here. Good job, Anthony.
All for good cause.
All for good cause. And super awesome setup in the rear here also. Look at the cool hooks. The mounting. It's custom made to trap this car safely. This car would dang near survive a trailer rollover because it is strapped down so well. It's awesome. It barely fits in here. Look at that spot that he has to get out. That's incredible. These are awesome ramps. Super low profile. And the car raised up is huge. So that wraps up Motorama. All right, guys, that wraps up the commercial break. Let's get back to the dyno. Well, did Circuit City have a jingle? Didn't they have like a jingle online?
They did. If you wanted something, come to Circuit City.
I knew it. I knew it. All right, guys, that was Georgie with that hilarious joke. We have a Bill in the house. You guys might remember him from Alex's Legit Street Cars video when we were in Chicago, but Bill is back.
Much warmer here.
Much warmer, much warmer. Bill was also my cameraman in the video where I data logged the W211 E55 of Alex's wagon. So, but anyway, when the compressor stops, we'll continue. So we fixed the coolant reservoir and we got VRP intakes on. All right, guys, so the VRP boxes, the VRP boxes don't have a provision for that. Oh, we're gonna have to talk to them about that. There is air filter sensors in the stock air boxes, so we're gonna plug those back in, and then we'll ask VRP if they're gonna be in there, or maybe they're not needed. I don't know. I'm not a V12 guy. I don't want to be a V12 guy. You guys can have your extra cylinders. I'll have all the extra horsepower. So the last thing, and Anthony, go ahead and drop this in the video, the short, where I was really excited about the coolant fittings. Seal 600, back in. We're about to dyno it again. We had to replace the coolant reservoir. The plastic got brittle right here and completely failed, so we have a new one. And we're gonna dyno it again with stock intakes and the VRP intakes. See the difference, then tune it and see what it does tuned. We also wired in a superflow pump, so this thing is going to rip. And we're looking into replacing this old style, a lot of you guys have mentioned, this old style reservoir right here, that the new style V12 twin turbo reservoirs fit in that same pocket. You just change one metal line and one hose, and then you can use the new style reservoir that actually is clear, has a new style Mercedes coolant cap, so our coolant adapters and everything will fit on it, just like the front one here, and you'll be able to see the fluid level. This one right now, you cannot check the fluid level or see it when it's warm. That is all way too hot. So we're gonna swap that out and then see what this bad boy makes for power. You guys are Mercedes guys, you know about these plastic pieces that go into here. Well, we replaced them because we replaced this because this part deteriorated. but actually the insides of each one of these was deteriorated as well. But these right here, look, it's my hand, look, it's Inception. But these were the fittings. As you can tell, the nipple part that has the O-ring is gone, deteriorated. Now we have new ones. And VRP intakes, looking fresh. All right, let's get this thing going. Fire up the fans. Commence operation, finish this video. Then we have so much more work to do. We also have to put in the big intercoolers. That I'm excited for. And now we get to do once this is done, I get to do the fun stuff. I get to put a tune on it. I get to put downpipes in it. I get to put intercoolers, all kinds of actual fun stuff, not just running it on a stock tune. Boring. All right, what are they?
About 81, 82 degrees.
81, 82 degrees sitting here. Let's see what they are after we rip this thing. Stock car, stock tune, so you would think it wouldn't be that hot. For some reason, I'm hitting a wall at 4,500 RPM. It did that to me in the stock airboxes too. What is it?
This one we're getting like 94 in, or 90. The other one's 93 and like 100. So it's a little bit warmer on that other tank.
Yeah. All right, let's do one more.
A little bit better.
Probably because it warmed up. All right, guys, so that wraps up this dyno session. We have the VRP intakes tested, and with the VRP intakes, we made 469 and 454 when hot. And with the factory intakes, we were at 442. So we picked up significant wheel, 10 or so wheel horsepower, and even hot lapping it, we were making comparable power. So that wraps it up, guys. And now we need to install these bad boys right here and a tune. So we'll throw a tune on this and we will report back. It's not on right now. It's not, I'm not up to, I'm up to temp, but.
One fan's not running.
What's smoking back here?
Smoking from up there.
All right, but that wraps it up for this segment of the video. All right, guys, that wraps up this video's dyno portion. The smoking on the dyno was caused from a rear main seal. We got it down here to the Modern Masters General Maintenance Headquarters, and we got it fully looked over. So we're gonna put a new trans and conductor plate in it, a new rear main seal. We're gonna fix a leaking line on one of the turbos. That's just a little bit, but since we're in there, we're gonna go ahead and take care of that. And then we're gonna get it back on the dyno with a tune. I'm gonna split open the ECU. There's 2 ECUs in one in this, so I'll tune both sides of it. And I do all that on the bench. I'll put the ECU back together, get it in the car, get the car on the dyno, and let's shoot for some big power with the VRP intakes with a fresh tune. I'll log it, we'll modify the tune, and then we're gonna be placing in the VRP intercoolers, the new triple size intercoolers. These intercoolers are massive. These VRP intercoolers are in-house welded, 3D printed aluminum with the best name in the business, Bell Core intercoolers. This is going to be the best mod for these cars to date, alongside of adding the next generation coolant reservoir tank from the new V12s. And with all of these cooling mods, with the VRP Superflow, with the VRP intakes, we're gonna see what power it makes with the tune on the dyno. I'm gonna tune this car, just a nice daily drivable, big power V12 car, and just see how it goes. I'm excited to finish this V12 series. This car has been a challenge to me. As we VRP built this car unknown, and you know, we do one thing, something would fail. We do another thing, this other thing would fail. You know, first it was a spark plug, then the coil pack. While we were in there, we did valve cover gaskets. Got hit with the legit street curse while we're in there, so we did valve cover gaskets. We did the V12 coil pack module, which I always suggest. Get that from VRP, the V12 coil pack module and the new style coil packs. They're just way better than the ones you have in there and the originals. Mercedes says to replace these coil packs every 60,000 miles. So that is a must. And then we're gonna attack this rear main seal, big leak. Transmission fluid was leaking because it was overfilled, so we had to fix the level on that. And we were hitting an RPM limiter. This car does not have a full manual mode. This car does not have dyno mode. You know, like some of the newer cars. This car is a pain in the butt every part. So I'm glad that we've made it this far and we're fixing these things as we go along. This is going to make a great car for somebody when we are complete, and these mods are going to be great for your V12 at home. It is such a beautiful day out here. The sun just poked through a little bit of cloud coverage, and I am just happy. I got 2 twin turbo cars behind me. The GT was out hurting some feelings last night, so we had it here today, just checking it over. And this V12 is ready too.
All right, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe. And make sure you leave a comment of how great my daddy is in the comments. And also, if you give this video a lookie, I shall reward you with a cookie.
For years, he's been running it. Go ahead, hurry up. God damn it. I'll wait. Georgie sitting on his ass like normal. Just kidding. Georgie's around. Me and him fly around the shop like freaking monkeys around here, chasing these young bucks.
What is that car? It looks like the Batmobile. You saw the GTS video.
Really? That's funny. All right, no noise for just 30 seconds. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day. Testing, testing. Yeah, he used to be on the board of Radio Shack. Yes, he did. Don't let him at you. All right, guys, if you have a Mercedes V12 665 twin turbo M275, check this out. VRP new V12 intake system. We also have, these are freshly from the VRP engineer, welded up. Look at this. These are massive intercooler upgrades. You can just see how much bigger they are. Not only are they larger, bigger capacity, but these are better flowing cores for the coolant and the airflow. So these are going to supersede anything the original ones could have done. These are just awesome. Giant cores. VRP knocked it out of the park. These will get coated. These are just amazing units. Check that out. Wow. Look at the size difference. That is so funny. So that's my whole hand. That's my whole hand. Whole hand. Whole hand. Whole hand is the whole thing. It's about, you know, 1/2, half. That is really impressive.